Sometimes the universe enjoys challenging our certainties. We grew up believing black holes were the peak of cosmic terror, the final monsters of deep space. But what if there is something far more unsettling, hidden beneath the fabric of reality, something no one ever explained properly? The uneasiness begins when we realize our fear may have always been pointed at the wrong target. The truth is, there's something in the universe so mysterious, it defies every rule we thought we understood. And that touches a quiet fear almost no one admits. The terror of realizing we control absolutely nothing. The good news is that grasping this phenomenon, even in a simple way, already places us ahead of most people who never bothered looking beyond the obvious. What's most curious is that this something isn't a distant threat hiding in unreachable galaxies. It might be happening right now in front of us, without our awareness. It feels counterintuitive to imagine that the universe's greatest danger doesn't spin, glow, or swallow stars. It simply exists. And today you'll see why this idea can completely reshape the way you look at the cosmos. And when people talk about frightening things in the universe, most instantly think of black holes, those silent devourers that seem to swallow any trace of hope. Yet the real fear begins when we notice they might not be the worst monsters in the cosmos. What's surprising is that the more we study these phenomena, the clearer it becomes that something even greater waits in the dark. Imagine someone who once feared the deep ocean, only to learn there's life 8,000 meters below the surface. That's the feeling here. Black holes are already terrifying, but the quantum singularity appears as a reminder that reality holds deeper layers. It's like opening a door expecting dust and finding an abyss that refuses to follow any rule we've ever known. And that's when the human mind begins to waver, because we sense a boundary where logic itself refuses to step in. The most intriguing part is how this dark frontier acts as an invitation to explore the unknown even further. If something as powerful as a black hole isn't the ultimate chapter of the story, then imagine what might be waiting in the next level of this cosmic conversation. When we try to grasp the quantum singularity, confusion goes beyond human limits. Even the theories themselves seem to argue. General relativity speaks with the firm voice of someone who understands massive worlds, while quantum mechanics whispers about the tiny realm. It's like asking a philosopher and a mathematician to interpret the same sketch. Each sees a completely different picture. From that clash, absolute uncertainty emerges. It resembles moments when someone tries to plan everything, only for life to disrupt every detail at once. A practical comparison would be those times when two correct decisions still lead to opposite outcomes. Physics faces that same dilemma at the edge of a quantum singularity, where clarity fades and the rules break apart. And the more we attempt to understand this boundary, the stronger the feeling that we're observing something that shouldn't exist at all. It's as if the universe itself said, "From here on, you only watch, never comprehend." Yet this uncertainty is just the starting point. After all, if two great theories collide so violently here, it's only natural to wonder what may have first emerged from such a place. So when the birth of the universe is mentioned, many picture enormous explosions, but few imagine everything arising from something smaller than a grain of dust, a quantum singularity. It's fascinating to think that the entire cosmos, with its galaxies and nebulae, may have begun in a point where time didn't even exist. It's like trying to explain a dream that began before anyone actually fell asleep. The most intriguing idea is that this singularity may not belong only to the distant past. It could exist right now, hidden within black holes. It's similar to finding an old childhood object tucked away in a forgotten drawer, realizing it had always been there. If our entire universe was born from something so tiny and powerful, Imagine what else might still be concealed in those invisible regions. This thought creates a strange sensation, much like remembering that human history fits inside books, while the beginning of the universe fits into nothing at all. And yet this nothing seems to hold more secrets than everything we know. The continuous presence of such singularities raises deeper questions and sets the stage for something far more intense. What truly happens inside a black hole when physics breaks down completely? Inside a black hole, matter experiences its worst nightmare. It's crushed until every particle is so tightly pressed that space and distance lose meaning. It's like trying to fit an entire city inside a matchbox. The pressure becomes so extreme that everything heats to absurd levels, glowing in X-rays as it dives toward a point where no known law continues to function. This extreme region, called Planck density, is where every physics textbook throws in the towel. It's like someone attempting to solve a complex problem using only basic rules and realizing nothing aligns. At that microscopic scale, uncertainties grow larger than the very things we try to measure. That's why almost any result seems possible, even the most improbable ones. What's even more unsettling is that this uncertainty doesn't represent aimless chaos, but rather a concentration of power capable of creating an entire universe or destroying another instantly. It's as if the black hole were merely the door and the singularity behind it the true engine. This idea naturally leads to another question. If such power exists inside these cosmic beasts, what stops it from awakening unpredictably? The quantum singularity is terrifying, not only because of its power, but also due to its complete unpredictability. Unlike supernovas or comets which follow patterns, it behaves outside any script we understand. It's like dealing with someone who changes their mind every minute. You never know what's coming. Science tries to keep up, yet even the most advanced models feel like educated guesses. Some scientists believe that one day we might use this power as an infinite energy source, an idea as bold as trying to hold lightning in your hands. But remember, decades ago manipulating atoms sounded impossible, and today it's routine in laboratories. That thought opens the door to imagining a future where humanity transforms the unknown into a tool, if we have the courage to confront the abyss. The truth is, we may never know how many singularities exist or when one might suddenly reveal itself. It's like walking through a dark room, wondering how many pieces of furniture stand hidden, waiting to be found. This uncertainty doesn't need to provoke fear. It can spark curiosity. Understanding this phenomenon might unlock doors far greater than anything we imagine, and that leads us deeper into the final reflections. After uncovering what truly hides behind the universe's darkest corners, one question remains. What will you do with this knowledge? Will you ignore it and move on as if nothing changed, or use this awareness to perceive life more deeply? The unknown has always been there, but only those willing to look past the obvious discover possibilities. Most people never dare to imagine. And perhaps that's the most important point. If the universe itself challenges its own rules, why would you believe there's any limit to what you can learn or transform? What's stopping you from exploring new knowledge, new decisions, and new paths today? Sometimes all it takes is a spark of courage to face what seems difficult, because that small step can shift everything. So tell me, are you ready to keep uncovering mysteries most people don't even know exist? If you are, then this is just the beginning. Apply what you learned today. Question, observe, investigate, and of course, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any new content. The universe is far too vast to explore alone, so let's walk this journey together.